Essential oils are really trendy right now.
Essential oils are derived from plant materials, but there's no sound science proving they can be used medicinally.
You swear by them?
Yes.
How have they improved your quality of life?
They allow me to slow down.
Promises that are made by people that have no proof.
Hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're covering an MLM that I'm really excited to cover because this is one that's been pretty requested by you guys, but again, I haven't gotten around to it. However, the juicy details I have come across the MLM Doterra. Girl, oh my God, it's rough. It's bad, and I can't wait to dive into it. Because maybe someone is trying to convince you to join the MLM. Maybe you're here as my regular viewer and you just like to learn, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you're in the MLM and you're having second thoughts, you're kind of curious. I want to offer a different breakdown of the entire company, from the income disclosure statement, cost, compensation plan, and so much more that I feel like is not fully disclosed to many people who participate or interested in participating in this MLM. Now, many of you guys know Doterra as an essential oil MLM, and you guys may be very surprised, or some of you might not be, a really horrible MLM and problematic system connected to these beautiful essential oils. So before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below. And without further ado, let's hop into the entire deep dive of this company. Real quickly, I do want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor. Hi everyone, hopping in here because I really want to talk about a brand that I'm obsessed with called Scentbird. So if you guys do or don't know, I am obsessed with fragrances, trying new fragrances. But here's the deal. Sometimes I don't want to commit to a full-size bottle until I actually know that I like it, because some perfumes work really good on me and some don't, and that's where Scentbird comes in. Scentbird is an incredible company that offers tons of different fragrances for you to try every single month. They have so many different brands like Prada, Gucci, and many more that we know and love today. So really quickly, I want to talk about the 3 fragrances I've been currently obsessed with that have been great when it comes to traveling, moving, and just overall great summer fragrances. And every single one of these is a 30-day supply, so you can really fully experience the fragrance. So this one that's actually called Sexual Secret has been a big old favorite of mine. It has pink mandarin and mango in it. It is an amazing tropical scent for me this summer. I have been wearing this non-stop. Oh my gosh, and I've been getting so many compliments on this one. This next one that has honestly really surprised me is called Rose Struck, and this is the most incredible rose perfume I probably smelled to date, because it's just so cozy and just romantic. If I want that romance in a bottle, this is the perfume for you. This next one's called Mind Games, and this has bergamot, patchouli, mango skin, and so much more. It's a very deep, strong fragrance, but I love this one. And with trying out with Scentbird, I was able to figure out which scent I was obsessed with and wanted to buy the full version of, which I ended up doing. And the other ones I just essentially have been able to keep using until I'm done with them, and then I can try a brand new fragrance. If you guys go to the link in the description below, you can use code LANTER55 to get 55% off of your first month at Scentbird. Thank you so much to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. I'm absolutely obsessed with this new way of trying fragrances. And now let's get into today's video. So starting off, let's discuss Doterra. So Doterra, again, is an essential oil company that has been around for a really good long time. So a lot of people have seen Doterra floating around. It honestly reminds me a lot of Young Living, where it's an essential oil MLM that you can purchase from and purchase, the essential oils from, diffusers, you name it, or you can join them where you can also work the business. So there's 2 different sides to this. Every MLM deep dive I do, I always like to do a little conversation of why MLMs are bad, because I have a very firm belief that MLMs are not a good, ethical, or financially smart decision to make. Now, here's the thing. Some of you guys, don't click off. Don't click off. Okay, I have data to back up what I have to say. For my regular viewers, you guys can skip on over to the next timestamp. Y'all have heard this a million times. For those of you who literally have no clue though, I would like to share all the information I have and data to show why this is such an important thing to talk about, and why MLMs are just not a good business opportunity or opportunity in general for income. So the Federal Trade Commission, or the FTC, states that majority of participants in MLMs, 90% or higher, literally lose money or make no money at all. Majority of people lose money, which is a very sad reality. Now, another thing that really backs up this information is the fact that if we go through majority of MLMs and their income disclosure statements, they're pretty much showing how much money people actually make. A lot of their data replicates this, which is a big problem. And so with that, we can see majority of people are not doing that well. And a lot of these income disclosure statements are not including taxes, fees, and so much more. And so therefore, majority of people in these companies are really, really out of luck big time. You have a higher chance of making money through gambling, a small business. You literally have a better chance of getting another side part-time job and actually making money than this. There's so much that's involved with MLMs, and there's a lot of other intricate details I want to talk about, but the majority basis that I want you to keep in mind before going into this video is the fact that majority of people do not make money, and that is a sad reality. It's not like I want this to be a reality. This is just a reality that not many people know of, but they experience very frequently. So when people say, oh, well, you just have to work hard, this is depending on your hard work, that's not exactly true. If the FTC says no matter how hard you work, it's not gonna work out for you, then you can't really argue with that. Now, first I wanna actually go through the products of Doterra. So to kind of walk you guys through what they have to offer, I always like covering the products to see kind of like, what are they good? Are they worth it? Are they unique? Because it's really good from a consumer standpoint and also for someone who's a part of the business. Because if you wanna join, right, you wanna have products that are sellable and are actually good when it comes to the demographic that you're participating in, which is people who like essential oils. Additionally, too, if you wanna purchase it, you wanna make sure that you can find something that is worth your time, and if you can find an affordable and better option, then maybe you might refer to that. So their most popular essentials I'm actually going through, where they have one that's called Breathe, which retail is $37, wholesale is $28. Digest Zen is $48, wholesale is $36, and so much more. So a lot of these essential oils are exceptionally pricey. Okay, now here's the thing. I am all for getting quality, affordable essential oils, and a brand that I actually really love that I purchase from frequently is by a brand called Now, and they are something that has really good quality essential oils that are a good price and not including an MLM. If you guys are trying to find different essential oils and things that are also going to be a little bit more budget friendly but still quality, I recommend them hands down over this, okay? Because scrolling through, the pricing is just very high, honestly, but there's not a lot of information backing up why it's priced high, which is a really big problem for me. Now, they have many other different products as well, such as personal care, sun care, supplements, and so much more. So they have a good wide range of products. Here is my problem though. Some of the first red flags, the way that they're marketing off some of their products that are just a huge red flag. So take, for example, this Digest Zen oil. So apparently it's one that you ingest, which is a huge red flag.
I need every single one of the people who like to stick essential oils into their drinks, specifically this video here, right? Where we have a lime essential oil instead of a Dr. Pepper. I need all of you to listen very closely. Look at your surroundings. Grab the nearest object, okay? And get a fucking grip! Bethany, what the hell are we doing using lime essential oils for a Dr. Pepper? See, if you want a lime Dr. Pepper, here's a bright idea. Here's a lime green bright idea. Grab the fucking lime next to you, that thing, and knock it the off. I'm tired of this. Don't stick an essential oil in your drink.
Okay, anyone that is blindly telling you to ingest essential oils, don't do that, okay? This can go bad so quickly. Some of this stuff can be poisonous to people, okay? Now, this is gonna really depend on what kind, but this should be a huge red flag to you if they're encouraging people to take an essential oil internally, and the way that they describe it is just completely bullshit. Now, keep this in mind, because the marketing, they've been involved with a lawsuit over alleged false marketing about their products. Now, over here, it says that you can add a few drops to water to take internally, especially when traveling or trying new foods, rub on stomach before flying or taking a road trip as part of a massage, add to water or tea to maintain a healthy gastrointestinal tract, diffuse for a sweet, minty, calming aroma. And again, if we go and look at the disclaimers, it says that none of these statements have been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. It cannot cure things, and it's not going to fix things like that for you. Do not just randomly ingest essential oils that a random website or person is telling you to do. Unless there is medical evidence and data backing this up, do not do that. So right here, this is a red flag. Now, additionally, the pricing, again, is just not good at all in my opinion, and I think we can find so many other products that are better. Also, if you guys like essential oil-based products, you can purchase some small businesses who utilize essential oils in their body care and self-care products. I actually like to go on Etsy for many of mine that I think are really great. Additionally, when it comes to the product or marketing, I don't think it's behind in times. So if you are to join the company, your biggest problem is going to be people that are going to be stuck behind purchasing and spending that much money because it is a lot. And peace and love, but the competition that provides good quality and more affordability is out there. So this is, no, I do not recommend this in the slightest, okay? Now next I want to talk about how to actually get started in the company and MLM. So in order to join Doterra, you actually have starter kits that you have to purchase, and those are going to really range in pricing. So you can pick your own products. You can start with a kit. So there is one that's $105. There is one that's $160. The $105 one, it looks like has 3 essential oils and another smaller product. It says sign up with Doterra and save $35 with free membership for a year. So it appears that you have to have a membership fee that you spend every single year, and it only can assume that you're saving money because you're not having to pay $35. So again, looks like we have a membership fee, and then you have to spend money on products. So just on the cheapest one alone, and then not including if you do buy any other products that you can save and have cheaper, like these other vitality packs or PB Assist, then it looks like you're gonna range around $130, $140 just to get started in this MLM alone. Now, real quickly, one thing I wanna say is many people in MLMs, that what I've seen, they've promoted the more expensive enrollment kits because they've talked about how, quote, these are gonna help jumpstart your business. That's completely bullshit, okay? There's nothing supporting this statement. And if anything, it is a very quick cash grab for people who are trying to recruit you into the system because they benefit from recruiting you into the system. So the more money you spend, the more they gain, it helps them out more. And you could be in the negatives already and have no return on your investment. So now looking at around $100 or even more that you could possibly spend, there are requirements for this MLM where you have to sell around $100 personal volume order each month in order to receive commission. So you have to sell a certain amount to even receive commission. How stupid is that? Now, next up, we're talking about the income disclosure statement. So income disclosure statement is essentially a way of a company saying, hey, look, this is how much money that people in our company have been making. However, it's not a guarantee or like promise that that's what you're gonna make, okay? So keep that in mind. Many companies update them every single year. No one's required to in the United States, but it's a red flag if they don't because transparency is important. Now, this is a document that is the annual Doterra Business Builder Report. So now I wanna scroll down to the very bottom, which talks about the money and how much you can actually make. Wellness Advocate Leaders is technically your title and when you're a part of the business. It says Doterra considers those in the silver rank and above to be leaders. These ranks include silver, gold, platinum, diamond, blue diamond, and presidential diamond leaders are diverse, committed individuals who support other Doterra wellness advocates and manage other customer organizations. These ranks are the highest levels in Doterra's commission plan and are approximately 1% all US wellness advocates. Here is the thing that I want to highlight, okay? Now, this is where they get you. When we're looking at an income disclosure statement, which I'll show up an example right here, usually the income disclosure statements show that they have the lowest levels, then they show the highest level. So they show every single rank and how much you can actually make per rank and how much people are making currently in the companies. They're only showing the top 1%. Only 1% of people hit the top level and make any real good money from it. The majority of people do not hit those ranks. It sounds like, in my opinion, they're being very manipulative because they're only showing the top 1% of people that are making good money. They're only showing the top 1% group instead of the rest of the people. And that is a problem in itself. But honestly, they're airing their ass out anyways because they're clearly stating it's the top 1% anyways. They say that the chart below shows the 2022 average annual commission of these leadership ranks, not including the lower levels. More than 97% of those leaders stay with Doterra year after year. Doterra has high retention among wellness advocate leaders. More than 97% of leaders stay with Doterra year after year. Hold. Pause. This is exactly why they stay year after year. You want to know why? Because they have downlines and teams and because they're the ones that are making a good amount of money. Okay, they're only showing the 1%. A lot of the 1%ers will stay because they're actually making money. But if they're only showing the 1%, they're not showing the majority of people who leave, who don't stay, who aren't making money. So this is already so ridiculous to me because they're only showing the top leader percentage, which I do not agree with. This is, in my opinion, heavily manipulated to make you think that this is attainable, that this is accessible, when it's none of those things. Now, next up, I do want to go over the compensation plan, which is the way that you make money. And so this is a really good way to see if there is a dependency on recruitment and also how many levels and ways are there to make income. So another thing I say all the time is if an MLM has majority of bonuses or streams of income that are dependent on recruiting, that is a red flag. Okay, that's a huge problem, but let's keep going. If you sell to a customer, your retail profits are 25%. That's not bad. Okay, that's not bad at all. Then you have a fast start bonus, which is paid weekly. Enrollment level 1. So if you enroll people in your first level, it's 20%, then 10, then 5 as you go. And then your third way of getting money is power of 3 bonus. So essentially, if you have a bunch of people on a team is where you get more bonuses. So again, look at that. 2 out of 3 so far. This is how you make money. Love that. Now, yes, you can make money from retail sales, but how many people that are on the top of the company that are the Doterra leaders actually making money strictly from just sales alone without a team? Exactly. So if you want to at all have the chance, and I'm using that very loosely, chance of making money, you'd have to recruit a team. So now over here, the Doterra compensation plan, the next way of earning money is unilevel organization bonuses, which is a way of making money off of, everyone say it with me, a team. Unilevel organization bonuses, you have to have a certain amount of PV to qualify. It looks like once you hit manager, it looks like you need a monthly OV, which is organizational volume, to actually hit certain ranks, but also grow. So this is showing that you can make money if you have larger downlines and everything, but this is also telling and showing what you're going to need to hit these ranks. So if you want to be bottom level wellness advocate, which is what you are when you join the company, you have to have a monthly PV of 50. If you want to be a manager, which is the second rank in the company, 100 PV, and then 500 of organizational volume. Director, 100 PV, but monthly, 1,000. You see what I'm saying of the requirements? And then once we hit premier, qualified legs, you have to have 2 different organizations underneath you essentially as you grow. And the rest of the levels as well are going to need you to have certain people at specific ranks in order to hit these ranks yourself. So there's a lot of dependency on recruitment. Now, additionally, leadership pools is another way of making money. And this is, you guessed it, compressed organizational volume. So you see how all of these ways, besides one, are essentially dependent on recruiting people into the system. And you see how many ranks there are until you actually hit the levels that they were showing you in the income disclosure statement. It's all very manipulated in my opinion, and it's such a problem. Now, another thing I want to show you guys real quickly that I thought was a huge red flag was how they market off the business opportunity. And I thought this was something really important to show that I actually found on their website. So right here, it says partner with Doterra and get where you want to be. How much time can you commit? How much money do you want to make? However, they say if you want to spend 3 to 10 hours per week, income goals could be around 139 to 878. Rank goals, executive in 1 to 2 months, elite in 2 to 3 months, and premier in 6 months or more. And you have to personally roll a few customers a month. So now here's what blows my mind. The first one says pay for your product. That's it. It says estimated time needed to pay for your product. 3 to 10 hours per week, $139 to $878 a month, which is a very broad range. Consider how much money that people lose, consider how much people invest in these companies, and consider how they're very clearly saying and showing that in order for you to cover your products, you would have to spend how many hours a week? That much effort for no real compensation, by the way, just to barely cover your products. Supplement your income. Now, again, 10 to 30 hours per week, $878 to $5,587, not including taxes, not including product cost. You have to hit premier in 6 months and gold in a year or 2 and enroll at least 4 customers and 1 builder monthly. So you're going to have customers, but you're going to have to recruit people. 10 to 30 hours per week with no guarantee of income. You could work the 30 hours and only get $878. That is a waste of your time. If you want to replace your income, it says 25 to 50 hours per week. You can possibly do $5,587 a month or $17,180. Again, wide range. Majority of people will never touch that. You have to hit the rank of gold in 6 to 9 months. You can hit diamond in 1 to 3 years. Enroll at least 8 customers and 2 builders monthly. Again, still needing recruitment. Majority of people will never touch this. This will take years, and even still, success is not guaranteed. That is a lot of time and effort that you have to do every single week that many people aren't able to do because, again, they have jobs and they have lives. But additionally, the FTC clearly states the majority of people, even if they bust their ass, that does not mean they will get it. People that even work super hard don't even hit this. Now, another thing that they like to talk about is the incentive trips for these MLMs, which is such a problem. So a lot of these MLMs will talk about incentive trips and earning trips, and that's a very fascinating thing for people because many people are like, oh my God, I can work, I can supplement my income, and I can possibly earn a free trip. First of all, let's get this out of the way. You have to pay taxes on those trips. If they spend a certain amount on you, that is considered income, which is really shitty, but that's just part of it, okay? So whatever they spend on you, you have to pay the taxes on that. So consider how you're probably not gonna make anything while joining this company. You're gonna drop money on products. You're gonna work a lot, but probably get nothing back. If you do somehow rank to get, a trip, you have to pay the taxes on that too. You see how this is a cycle of fuckery? Yeah, I want to show you guys and walk you through an incentive trip, and I want to talk about the requirements. This is a qualification period from March 1st to August 31st. How to earn these points to qualify is there are two main categories for earning points: personal points and team points. So personal points is your 100 plus PV enrollments and their second and third month. When you advance in rank, you will be awarded points as follows for up to 3 months for each rank. Look at how all of these ranks are pretty damn high. Most people probably won't hit that. Most of these people are going to struggle to hit these said numbers. You have to have at least 150 points as well, and top 230 participants qualify for this. So think about all that effort you're going to put in for probably not getting it, how much money you're going to invest, when in all reality, you could probably get a part-time job. And if you have the time and capacity, you have guaranteed income, and you can make all that money to take your family on a trip instead. And, you know, it would actually be better and more fun and worth it than this. Now, next up, I want to talk about lawsuits. Now, this is where we get into some juicy ass details about Doterra, okay? This is a lot, keep in mind, but Doterra has had some serious issues when it comes to the FTC, and this is one that I would love to talk to you about that actually was posted March 3rd of 2023. FTC takes action against Doterra distributors for false COVID-19 health claims. Defendants, all current or former healthcare practitioners, will each pay civil penalties and be required to back up all future health claims. So there was an issue with Doterra and making crazy outlandish claims about COVID-19, making claims about Doterra and how Doterra's products can help heal or protect you from COVID-19. There is literally no data backing this up. You cannot deny science. Don't argue about science, peace and love, but don't be doing that, okay? Believe in science, end of story. And so when we have people who are misleading individuals, who are top leaders in the company, who are spreading false information, you're gonna get in trouble. So each one of them, I believe, have to spend around like $15,000 in fines. But again, these people have had a major problem, and from what we can see, in my opinion, have been enabled by the corporate side of Doterra to spread misinformation. And it looks like the only time they were held accountable was when they got in trouble with the FTC. Now, another issue that was so sad that I wanted to mention was how an essential oil product left this woman with third-degree burns, Utah woman's lawsuit claims. They want to talk about how you want to ingest some of these oils, and some of their own leaders I've caught talking about ingesting any oil, by the way, but some of these can literally give you severe burns. Now, another thing I want to mention that was crazy was back in 2020, and oh my god, Doterra just really doesn't give a shit from what I can see. The 2020 company was warned by federal trade commissions for advertising its products as cures for COVID-19. In the letter, the FTC described multiple claims made by Doterra's distributors, employees of the company, that not only selling essential oils, but recruiting others to do the same, and quote, an image of Doterra brand peppermint and lemon essential oil bottles accompanied by the hashtag COVID and hashtag prevention. Another thing says that Doterra responded to the FTC's letter by saying it was, quote, working to address concerns. But earlier this year, a watchdog group asked the FTC to take further action against Doterra in a letter alleging its distributors were continuing to claim the company's essential oils can prevent COVID. Now, the next thing I want to cover is other issues with Doterra that I found that I was shocked by. So if you guys do or don't know, in Florida, we have a piece of shit by the name of DESANTIS. He is homophobic, he is sexist as hell, and he's overall just a horrible person, okay? And I came across this little information that blew my mind. It says DeSantis PAC got $1.3 million from head of essential oil company Doterra. The federal government has repeatedly warned the multi-level marketing company over representative claims that its product helps off COVID, Ebola, and other illnesses. An information posted to the website of Friends of Ron DeSantis, a political action committee supporting the Florida Republican governor, showed it took $1.3 million from the chair of a multi-level marketing firm that has been making and warned by federal regulators for making misleading health claims. Now, another part that I saw that was absolutely outlandish and ridiculous was the way that they're marketing off the business. That was like, it was just more ridiculous claims that I want to show to kind of further support why I think that this is false advertising from what I can see. They, quote, say, curious about how much money Doterra wellness advocates make? The generous Doterra compensation plan is a proven way to make money on your own schedule. False. If you're only going to show evidence for your top leaders and not majority of people, you're a goofy fuck. You're also denying the FTC. So whatever your financial goals, Doterra has a solution for you. What would you do with an extra $300 a month, $2,000 a month, $10,000 a month? The more you put into your business, the greater the compensation. Dollar figures displayed are for illustration purposes only. Average earnings are less. Please see the Doterra earning income disclosure statement for typical earnings, which is ironic because it's not a full income disclosure statement because they're only showing typical earnings of top leaders, which is hardly any chance of getting to that point in the company in the first place. place. Overall, this company is actually a nightmare compared to many that I've actually researched here recently, and I had no idea that Doterra was this bad. So what have we covered? Let's recap. The marketing of this company is very unethical. They've been caught many times by the FTC for false claims and false medical claims about what their oils can do. I can find essential oils from many other brands and brands that I love right now that I'll actually have in the description below that are great and worth your time instead of $100 fucking oils. The business opportunity as a whole doesn't look like it's very promising in income, and in my opinion, it looks like they're very manipulative of the data that they want to show you. They'd rather only show you top leader information instead of all of the information, which is a huge red flag. And overall, their marketing of income chances and potential is completely bullshit. And if there's any other updated information, of course, send it my way because I'm never wanting to not be corrected. If there's a real income disclosure statement, send it my way because, like, again, if there's real information, I'm going to acknowledge when something is right and correct. If there's a problem, I'm going to say it. I personally think there's a lot of false advertising with this and heavy manipulation in my opinion, and I think this is a problem. And then with just the dumping money into a piece of shit that's hurting so many people in Florida is horrific. And then additionally, the lawsuits and problems. Like, oh my God, the amount of information to back this up is unreal, but also with the way that they just behave and show themselves and the money that they donate to people, etc., is just awful. So that was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out today's sponsor in the description below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.